All right, let's get this bad boy started up. Oh, should probably take it out of gear. Dummy. Alrighty, what's going on, guys? T Torres back here for another video. So in today's video, we're going to be driving the 94 Honda Acty. Gonna kind of go over how we acquired the that's gonna rattle, it's gonna bother me, how we acquired the two Honda Actys. I have a 94 with about 59,800 kilometers on it, and then the 95 has, I think I just has 132,000 miles on it. So I waited probably maybe 3.5, 4 months for these Actys to come in off the ship. They got shipped, of course, from Japan. Came in on a boat carrier all the way from Japan.
Sorry, could you say
and they got off the boat in Jacksonville, Florida. So how the Honda Actys came about was, I saw one of my buddy Alex. He had did some body work on one and repainted one, and I was like, how cool would that be to get a Honda Acty to cruise around the beach, able to throw a motorcycle in the back of one and go to shows and stuff, and kind of do my own thing on them, because the wheels, I think they're like, you can do like 4x100, so you can put a kind of cool, like maybe a 10-inch wheel. And I just figured it'd be cool to get one done, get the bodywork redone, get the Acty repainted completely white, put a bed mat in the back and just ride around town. And then I got to thinking, I was like, who or how can I get one of these Honda Actys? So I hit up my buddy Alex. I was like, yo, who or what did you do, or who did you call and talk to? Found out that one of the local guys from my hometown, he has an import business, and he imports cars from Japan all the time, whether it's a Honda Acty or just all kind of different stuff. So I hit him up and we got to talking, and I ended up scoring two. The one that I'm currently driving now, the 94, it's gonna get, we're gonna get all the body work fixed on it. Oh, backtrack. Yeah, so I hit him up, got the two trucks. He was like, well, you're in luck. I've got two coming over already. So I was like, cool. So he's like, so when they come in, they're gonna be yours. This is the price for the two vehicles delivered to your house. And I was like, delivered to the house? He's like, yep, we'll have our transporter guy drop them off right at your house. And I was like, could be easier. So we waited. There's a little app you can track the trucks on, and once they got to Mobile, one of the crew members or something got COVID, and the vessel had to stay in port for like an extra 5 or 6 days. So I was supposed to have these, I think, like end of June, beginning of July. So anyway, so long story short, we waited, finally got them in. Of course, the day that they arrived, if you missed that video, it was pouring down rain, but I couldn't have been happier seeing my two little Acty trucks coming off this transport. I still can't believe that they got delivered straight to the house. I thought that was cool. So anyways, sorry, I'm kind of scatterbrained, but the 94 is going to be kind of like, I wouldn't say a show truck, but like I said, all the body work's going to get redone. It's going to get repainted. It's going to get some wheels, some tires. Going to redo the suspension on it. It's got, of course, the suspension's almost 30 years old, so gonna need to do all that. It's still, I wouldn't say it rides rough, but I've already changed the spark plugs out on this one, so it's got new spark plugs. It's got all new valve cover gasket. It was leaking out the valve cover gasket. The valve cover gasket was super simple. It wasn't hard to do. So we got no more leaking valve cover. So that's that. And then the 95, what I was gonna do is I was actually gonna put a lift kit on it, beefier suspension, bigger wheels, bigger tires, and then, I don't know, keep it for a little bit, maybe do some, I wouldn't say some serious off-roading in them, but do some like overlanding, you know, style type stuff, because both of the Acties are four-wheel drive with AC. The 94 that I'm currently driving, AC just needs to be recharged, but the 95 blows absolutely snowballs for the AC. Now, one of the biggest things, if you're going to be getting a Honda Acty or importing anything, I just assumed put that headache and stress on a broker or somebody who is all the time. I really didn't want to mess with all the intricate paperwork and all that stuff, because whenever you import these, you got like you got to get the Japanese title, import export papers, you've got to get customs involved, you got to get, there's just so much paperwork that comes along with it. And of course, none of these trucks were titled in America, so that brings me to my next thing. So my local DMV here in North Florida, where I was at, were like, yeah, sorry, we can't get a title for these. So I was like, I'm not gonna take no for an answer. So I did some searching. I'm in a couple Facebook Acty groups, and they're like, oh yeah, super easy to get these things titled in the state of Florida. I was like, okay, well, tell me your way, because it ain't been so simple for me. So I got insurance on the Acty. I got Haggerty insurance. I think that was like maybe, I don't know, 400 bucks for full coverage for the entire year. So that was the first thing. I had to show proof of insurance. And then, I saw JH Diesel, he got him one and one for Cletus McFarlane. He had to do the same thing. You got to go to a regional DMV office for the state of Florida. And that's what I had to do. Had to set up an appointment, call them, send them all my paperwork, physically bring the truck to their location, and literally it was probably a less than 10-minute appointment. The longest part was driving all the way out there. I think it was about a 40-minute drive to take the truck up there. I've only done this with one, the 94, the one we're currently driving. The other one is not currently titled and tagged. So they just did a VIN verification, checked out the truck, you know, made sure the turn signals, all that stuff worked, and sent us on our way. Like I said, the longest part was driving there and then driving back. So they give you a little sheet of paper, took that to my local DMV, and then they made me a Florida title for it. So that was super simple. I know some states have different mini truck laws. So here in the state of Florida, if you're going to get one, you need to you're going to have to go to a regional office, wherever that may be. Some are further than others, some are closer than others. Like I said, mine was about 40 minutes away, so it wasn't too terribly bad, but it was just more or less finding out the correct information and the steps of things that you have to do. Like I said, you got to set up an appointment, you got to physically bring the vehicle in person, have the export certificate, have the import-export certificates, you got to have some kind of bill of sale, you got to have the customs paperwork, and then like there's some other paperwork that you have to have with the EPA as well. Had all that, emailed it to them, pulled up, they inspected it. Oh, there's a Sonic Gray Type R, best color they made. Oh my God, come on, this traffic sucks. So we got all that stuff done, and really have had no issues out of this Honda Acty. Obviously, I gotta get the suspension, some suspension fixed on the 94 that I'm driving, because around about 80 to 85 kilometers an hour, this thing has like a horrible death shake. But anything before that drives just fine. And then I imported an exhaust from Japan. Had to mess with the carburetor just a little bit, not too much. Turn the fuel up a little bit, turn the auto up a little bit, and it runs just fine. It used to like want to like, almost like when you come to a stop sign, it just idled really rough. So we got it under control. So if you missed that video of us installing that exhaust, go it's on the channel as well, so make sure to go check that out. But if you guys have any other questions about the Honda Acty, or any advice on what I should do, or suspension stuff, or any groups that you think I should join to get some good good pointers with, please comment them down below, and let me know what your guys' experience was with importing these mini trucks. And I look forward to documenting and building this the two Honda Actys that I have on the channel. I think it's going to be fun, and everywhere you go, everybody's just a head turner. Everybody's interested and likes to talk to you about them. And like I said, I thoroughly enjoy them. They get like, I don't know, maybe 50, 60 miles to the gallon, and they got a 10-gallon fuel tank, so you're going to get a couple hundred miles out of the Acty. And it's pretty fuel efficient, and you know, it's got a nice bed on it, so you could actually, you know, use this as a utility truck for small stuff. You're not gonna do no crazy towing or nothing with it. But like I said, if you guys have any questions for me about the anything, leave a comment down below. And yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Just want to do something short and a little different than an install video. So if you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications, leave this video a big thumbs up, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.